Hi Libra, so this is your reading for May 2017. The crystal that you have this month is rose quartz. So this month it's a bit of a heavy one, but I guess it doesn't need to be, and it might not apply to all of you out there. But the first thing it was saying is that sometimes Librans can be very stubborn. I don't know any Librans personally, so I can't comment on that. But it's saying sometimes you don't back down when really you probably need to. It's it's saying that there might have been a situation where you've been standing your ground for so long that it's probably become more of a habit than actually the fact that you still believe in the reason that you started to stand your ground in the first place. And it's a bit of a pride thing, as in, well, I'm not going to back down just because I don't see why I should, rather than thinking what was the original reason that started it all, and is it relevant now? Is it really time to move on and just give up on it, rather than hanging on to something just because? It is saying that maybe you have forgotten what it was that started this whole situation, and if you have, then really it's worth letting it go. It's to hang on to it when you don't know why is a bit silly. It's also saying that it can, really it can take a lot more energy to hang on to something and be angry at someone or different people about something than to actually let it go. It can, negative energy and negative thoughts, and they really do drag us down physically. And if you can just say, yeah, you know what, forget it, I've moved on, it's a better place to be. It really is. It is saying quite strongly several times that you have to think, is it worth it to still hang on to the situation, and thinking about if you have more to lose or more to gain from what's going on here. Again, that's for you to think about. Also, it's saying about some of you might have complex relationships or a complex relationship, and again, this doesn't really, it's saying it might not offer you many positives, this relationship. And it could be that, again, it's a relationship or friendship you've got that's out of habit, and really the time has come, you feel, to say, yeah, I'm done, it's time to move on. I'm not getting anything positive out of this situation. It's saying, that if you feel you need to move on from this person, then it's a good time to do it. And it's about having a declutter of friends, maybe. Again, it might not apply to all of you, but this month is definitely about looking at where you're using far too much energy on keeping things going way longer than they need to be done, and looking at any sort of toxic or complex relationships that really don't serve you very well and you could do without. And if you wouldn't miss that person, if they disappeared off the earth tomorrow, then I think that's a pretty good indication that maybe they don't need to be around you anymore. So a little bit to think about this month, Libra, but I do hope it's a positive month as much as it can be.